Hello and welcome back. You're probably wondering, hey, he's doing XPlane11 or XPlane12, but that's Train Sim behind him. Out this week, wrong one, that one again. Out this week, Train Sim World 4, being released on the 26th of September, but because I've got the deluxe version, it comes out on the 21st, early release. So that will be what we'll be doing some heavy stuff on that over the next few weeks. Definitely I'm going to do one for a review on it. I'm hoping for good things. Let's see. So that's next week. Today's XPlane12. This is a beta version of the original game or simulator with added extras. It's got in there more volumetric cloud, different levels of cloud, everything like that. So that's really what we're going to be looking at. It's going to be flying in the Zibo Ryanair. We're in Paris at the moment. We're in Charles de Gaulle, and we're going to be flying to Stansted. I have to make sure I get it right. The other thing I've done, I've put some auto gen in here as well, which as we head to the UK, it might freeze up a little bit because I'm still trying to figure out how to get that to stop freezing at the minute, but it just makes the ground look a bit better. We've got a little bit around Paris as well, so I've done certain areas, so I'm just playing with it at the moment, experimenting a little bit. So that's what it's going to be. Obviously using the new mic, so I haven't got the headphones on, which is a whole different experience as well, flying XPlane. We'll go through the whole thing, starting up the engines and everything else. We're going to the run isn't going to be long. It's going to be about an hour. So yeah, it's how it's going to be. I've not set actual weather up because the weather's improved as well. They've improved the weather so it's more realistic. In this version, I haven't got active XP and all that going because it doesn't work with this unit. You have to buy it again, and it's a lot more expensive for XPlane12, so I haven't bothered. I'm on the fence with XPlane12 and XPlane11 at the moment. XPlane11 for me is absolutely gone belly up, so I'm having to reinstall it all, and that's a few days painstaking re-downloading everything. I do prefer actually the ATC in XPlane12. I've just changed my recording format as well, as you can see, so we will move over to that in a minute. So I thought, you know, I'm going to change this all around, put a nice background in, and see how we go. So normally I would have probably an XPlane12 banner behind me, but I'm actually pushing XPlane12 this week, so or Train Sim World 4 this week rather than XPlane12. There's a few routes on there that will come to light as we go through that. So we'll put that to bed for now, and we'll just concentrate on flying this week or today. So yeah, we're gonna get started. I've paused the game at the moment, so I'm going to move over to it, and as you can see, we're at Charles de Gaulle. I'm on pause at the moment, but we've got everything going in. All the doors are open. We're starting to get ground crew working on us already, and then we're just going to go through setting up the plane, and I think they're about to do the announcements and stuff. So the other thing we can do while I'm actually paused, I don't know if it will do it, is now I'm paused, and that should undo that, I think.
Thanks very much.
Okay, so we'll get things started up, we'll get everything turned on.
Welcome on board this Ryanair flight. May we have your attention while we point out some of the safety features on this Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Please remove headphones during this demonstration. There are 8 emergency exits, each marked with a red exit sign. Floor path markings along the cabin aisle will illuminate in darkness and guide you to the nearest exit in an emergency. There are 4 main doors, 2 at the front of the cabin, 1 left and 1 right, and 2 at the rear of the cabin, 1 left and 1 right. There are 4 overwing exits in the center of the cabin, 2 left and 2 right. Please note the nearest exit to you, which may be behind you. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle. To secure, pull on the loose end of the strap, and to open, lift the buckle cover. In the event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, individual oxygen masks will drop automatically from the panel above your head. If this happens, remain seated. Pull down firmly on the mask to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Don't worry if the bag does not inflate. Oxygen is flowing. To secure the mask, pull one end of the strap. Adults traveling with young children, please attend to your own mask first. Your life jacket is stowed in a pocket beneath your seat or in the panel above your head. In the unlikely event of landing in water, remove the jacket from its packet and place it over your head. Bring the strap around your waist, clip at the front, and secure as the crew are now demonstrating. To inflate the life jacket, pull down sharply on the red toggle. There is a mouthpiece for further inflation or deflation and a light to attract attention. Do not inflate your life jacket inside the cabin, as to do so will impede your exit. Further information may be found on the safety card, which is displayed within the area you are seated. Your captain invites you to read this card carefully before departure. Please now ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Tray table is in the upright and locked position, armrests down and window blinds open. We recommend for your comfort and safety that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight. There is a call bell, reading light and fresh air vent in the panel above your head. Portable electronic devices such as tablets and mobile phones in flight mode may be used throughout the flight. Please select flight mode now. Laptops must be stowed in cabin baggage under the seat in front of you or in the overhead locker for taxi, takeoff and landing. We would like to remind you that smoking is not permitted. Thank you for your attention. Please sit back, relax and enjoy your flight.
Okay, didn't think she was ever going to end, but she's ended. So we're quite happy. We've got everybody on board now, so we can actually get rid of. I think I've got to wait now. I've got to wait for this all to happen. Yeah, so basically I've just set up the altitude we're going to do, the speed. What we can do while we're waiting for that, we can actually set up our flight plan itself. So we're going to cool ourselves. Let's have a look. So we'll call ourselves 2203. That will do it. Should do. That's the Ryanair 223. We're taking off from Charles de Gaulle. We're climbing to. Yep. Stansted. Goes too many times when that happens. 25,000 feet. We'll do it by the navigation and fix. Set the flight plan up. So while we're waiting for all this to happen, we can do a request for clearance.
The goal delivered. Ryanair 2003. Request IFR clearance to London Stansted.
Ryanair 2003. Clear to London Stansted. Routing as filed. Maintain flight level 250. Squawk 0100.
Cleared IFR to London Stansted route as filed. Maintain flight level 250. Squawk 0100. Ryanair 2003.
Ryanair 2003. Read back correct.
Okay, we got that. So we can now get our
Goal
altimeter.
correct. Ryanair 2003. Request QNH.
Ryanair 2003.
Alright, that's bang on.
QNH 1013.
The goal QNH 1013. Ryanair 2003.
Okay, so we're getting nearly done on the ground services now. I'll have a quick look outside while we can. So they're all done, so the doors are all open. You see the engines are just, turbines are just running slightly. After we get that done, we can get the doors closed and start to prepare. Baggage match is coming in. slowly getting there now. That's the pilot view. Reset my timer. It's going to be about 40 to 50 minutes flight. It's not very far. Hence why I've only done 25,000 feet. Like I say, once we go over the ortho, it might glitch a little bit. I mean, I'm running at 20 FPS now, so which is a bit of a worry. And I have closed some of those down, so we'll see how we get on. You never know. What we can do is get APU going. And this dial should move around and then drop back, and then we're just going to wait for this light to come on. Sound up for some reason, I don't know why it's up. That needs sound. We've got all that set. It's always a good idea to check these. These will switch over once we've got the engine powered up. Once we get the blue light here and we turn these powers on, we can now then take ground power off. Okay. And we take the power off, make sure it will come off. We can now close all the doors up. So now the ground power we've got now in the unit, so we're running on plane power. And then we can go to ground services, get the chocks taken off. We can lose those two. We can get that ready. I don't need to do this announcements because all the announcements have been done, so it's pointless doing that. What else we got to do? Anything else here we got to do? That's set. That's set. I'm just going to stop there. Get the jetway to disappear. Next thing to do, better pushback. Hopefully this is going to work. Pre-plan it. Nope, don't want it yet. Because what I haven't done is request taxi.
The gold ground. Ryanair 2003.
So we've got to request taxi first.
For departure.
Ryanair 2003, runway 20, left, taxi via Papa 1, Tango Alpha 1, Foxtrot, Bravo, with 8 Bravo 7, with 8, and with 86, hold short of runway 20, left.
27
Runway
left, okay,
27
fine.
left, taxi via Pop 1, Tango Alpha 1, Foxtrot, Bravo, Quebec Bravo 7, Quebec, and Quebec 6, hold short of runway 27 left, Ryanair 2003.
Okay, so I'll try and pre-plan again now. So I'm gonna aim it for there.
Run to cockpit. Plus the knowledge. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Okay, well, we're always ready. So we can now start to make our plans to leave.
Run to cockpit. Tower is driving up.
Final check outside, make sure everything is shut, and he should tell you. But yeah, that's away from there. Everybody's away from the unit, so that's pretty good. He's coming in, so outside shot. When you can do all these different lovely shots if you've got X camera. 5 under the carriage, forward, zoom, and you can basically watch them connect up the front axle to.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, easy to connect.
As you notice, he's got a French accent, so he keeps that realistic. Okay, as you see, we're going up. He's going to tell us to fire up our engines in a minute.
Stove connected and bypass pin inserted. Rigid parking brake. Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Lovely. So all we're going to do is click these bad boys and watch it happen down here. Yep. This figure here is moving up. Once this gets to 1.5 we can get the engine running properly. Start that engine full, and you should see this one fly up. Just check all these are in the right places, yeah. And then that should tick over once she's ready. That should click back to off. And we can start the other one. Get that set to continuous. Have your tab ready, so you can see roughly wrong one, where we're going to be flying. So you can see it's relatively short, so it's really most of the work's done basically in the airports really. The flying's the easy bit. Click over here. Okay, let's get that turned on before we get any further. We'll do that. All done now. It's clicked over so we can get that onto continuous.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, so parking brake while he's detaching.
Disconnecting tow. Standby.
We can set these up. There we go, so it's set there. That's probably way too high, 30, but we'll leave it. That's all on. It's just final checking everything you've done really. Just to make sure you're happy with everything. That's all set, that's all set. Now I haven't got my other map with me, so it's going to be a little bit blind.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time on Hazard Side Flight.
Thank you. Okay, we've got a plane pulling out the front of it. Right out, that's easy. Lovely, thank you sir. We're all set to go once this plane moves out of their way. So it looks like we're going to be in a bit of a queue to get out of there. Okay, now he's dealt with, we'll get the lights all on. And he's away already. So we can basically move ourselves. Oh, where did he come from? Yeah, looks like we're going to be in a bit of a queue then. It's looking quite busy. Oof, nothing there. Bit of a glitchy going on there. So as I said before, the clouds in here are even more volumetric than they were before. There's different layers, which is pretty handy. They've improved the sky as well, the colours of the skies, they've made improvements there. There are other ones. ATC has been improved slightly, extra bits put in there. Lots of little things they've improved. It's a beta version as well, so that doesn't help in the sense of like it can crash without any notice really. But it's what it's there. It's a beta version. It's just a trial version. So it is what it is. I'm afraid in that one. I'm just waiting to see what it does when we get up. At the moment we're running at very low FPS. So, we'll pop that down out of the way because we'll need to see as much of that as we can when we take off. Charles de Gaulle's, it's a pretty busy airport all the time, so it sort of helps with the immersion. Now this does work in it, so which is good. Traffic Global. I've forgotten its name for a minute. Traffic Global works in XP12 and 11, so that's linked to both, but Sky Active doesn't. You have to basically get another copy of it, which is 50 quid, so unless it was to come in a sale, I just wouldn't bother. I spent a fortune on XPlane12 and that didn't go well, so yeah, at some point I have to reinstall XPlane11 properly and try and get everything working again. But in this one, your ATC is a lot better in 12, a lot more features to it. So the only thing I had issues with this is that Orbix doesn't work very well. It works fine with the light planes, but when you're taking out an airliner, it don't work that great. So I thought, I'll try to do this autogen business. I tried one called Auto Orthos, but for some reason I just could not get the damn thing to work. So decided I'll try it this way around and see how I get on with this. Customer's a bit of a scare now, I think, going around the corner. It's a bit of a way to the runway, I have to say. I should have chose one closer. I could have chosen one closer, but I did go with the default wherever it's set. But really should have chosen one a bit closer. Now my Cytec panel works with the Zebo in 12. It didn't work with it in 11. I don't understand why it didn't, but it definitely works in this one. So happy with that. So I can do a lot more on my panel than I need to do actually on the PC, so which is always good. That way. Oh, turn late, turn late, turn late, turn late, turn late. I think I'm sitting too close to my PC. Push back a bit, so give us have a little bit more room. And get the yoke to turn quick after. Not far now, so as soon as we take off onward, we should be pretty much as good as on the way then. Well, way too fast down that corner. Let's just slow it.
Ryanair 2003. Contact Gold Tower 118655.
Contact Gold Tower 118.655. Ryanair 2003. Ryanair 2003 on taxiway with X6.
My heading? I'm closer than that. To get my heading, I'll have to get a bit closer.
Ryanair 2003. Fly heading 300 with and variable runway 27 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Flight heading 300, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. Ryanair 2003.
Right, let's get back on it. So we're cleared for takeoff. Everything's set, everything's done. Roll
runway, on taxiway.
Good takeoff.
That's free.
Gears up.
400.
Ryanair 2003. Contact Foley. Approach 120. Decimal 8.
1000.
Contact approach 120 decimal 855. Ryanair 003.
Animate contact controller because we're looking at the grief.
Altitude 2,192, plane length 250.
Ryanair 2003. Foley. QNH 1013. Radar contact.
QNH 1013, Ryanair 2003.
Ryanair 2003. Turn right heading 360.
Turn right heading 360. Ryanair 2003.
There we go. Lots to do as you come up here, so let me have a look at this autogen before it disappears. Passenger view, let's have a look out the other window. Now this is all autogen with sim heaven as well, just to enhance some of the buildings and stuff. Not as good as Orbix, but it does the job. It gives it a bit more realism. We will cut off to the standard stuff soon, and you'll see the FPS up here fly up when you get out of the Orb. But yeah, it does. It's generated all this as well, with forests and things. As you can see, the clouds are a lot better in 12 than they are 11. We're up and away and flying. As you can see, this patchwork quilt coming in here now. That's autogen, and that's the standard, I believe. That looks standard, although this doesn't. So there's a little bit of standard there, still left over and overlap. But it's a lot better than what the default stuff is. So if you've got this, you can see it, we went through the cloud rather than the cloud whistling past, so which is the improvement they've made. As well as there's different layers of cloud, so you've got layers up here, as you can see, higher up, this stuff here, and as you move into thicker cloud, if we do find that, you'll see big differences there as well. Just adds to the realism. Standard.
Fresh air vents in the panel just above your head, and we'd like to remind you that this is a strictly non-smoking flight, and also is fitted with smoke detectors. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight with us.
I intend to, my dear. So we're just climbing now, steadily climbing up. 25,000 feet. It ain't going to take long at all. Isn't there set? Pull off. Yeah.
Ryanair 2003. Turn left heading 330.
Turn left heading 330. Ryanair 20.
Makes life easier now. I can use that on the SciTech panel. This is very much a standard XPlane default scenery. I do like my flying. It's one of my more, I guess, preferred games. So I do like it. It's nice. Gives you that bit of freedom. And we can always take a look outside.
Ryanair 2003. Contact France. Control 118.030.
Contact France Control
Alright.
118.030. Ryanair 2003. Ryanair 2003. Altitude flight level 205. Altitude flight level 250. Heading 330.
As soon as we get to the channel, we'll probably start to descend. Well, we're only at 25,000 feet, so it'll take us down to 11, so I might just leave it until they tell me to descend. Always a nice view to see as you're going out. By the time we get up, there'll be time to descend anyways. Just nudge us back onto course a little bit. Of course, here's the map. This is what I'd normally have on my other screen, but when I'm recording I can't put it on there.
1,000 to go.
So you can see it's pretty busy this time of day. This will help later. You can just bring up M, press M on the keypad and it'll bring it up. As you can see, it's asking you to request descent now, but I'll leave it until the else. I'm not even going to bother taking the seatbelt sign off. No point. FPS I thought might take a bit more than that. Also depends on how many clouds you added. If you've got a lot of cloud going there, you don't have to draw it away. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to go and sort out some settings. That's for sure. But it should actually start glitching at some stage. But basically, really what we're looking at here, just these clouds, you can see different levels now appearing as we're getting cloudy, which is a massive improvement considering that you just have one layer. If you set this up, you can set it up for real world weather, which they've vastly improved in the beta. I did check the weather on one of these and it was pretty accurate, so maybe not the need for active sky if they're going to do that. You just save you 50 quid. It all depends how accurate you want it. I mean, does it really matter what the weather is? You can create your own. So the air brakes round already. brakes in there, so that's all sorted, ready. It's all happy there. All happy down here. And you can always keep referring back to the map if you want to. Zoom in on the map and do what you like. Some really good places. Down here you can find out what the approach is. And if you click on any of the, you probably won't have them around here. So I can tell you what the airport's on. Really busy here. We'll get worried about that for a while, so we'll just fly across into the channel. It's normally quite a direct route to Stansted from here. Pushed out quite a few videos in the last couple of days. It's purely because I want to get quite a bit done. I'm trying out new recording techniques. This is yet again a massive improvement on what I was doing before with 2 screens, which I quite like. Like I say, normally what I would do, I'll probably have back screens for each one I have, so I'll start my videos that way. Just sort of on the verge of releasing a new ETS2 video. That should be going out in the next few hours. I'm having to wait for it because I'm doing it at 4K level as well. It takes a lot longer on YouTube than the upload. I'm just processing it, so and processing that. That's basically one stage prior to this, where I start to use different techniques that I'm doing, especially with the new mic, which is working very well. I do love it. It's nice not having headphones on. So it looks like we're just going to now travel over the channel. Very first of all, and what you should start to see eventually are, once we get across here, you should start to see some of the airports arriving. Not too far, but looks like an aircraft carrier here, which is going to be the other side of it. A little bit way off of it at the moment. It's good because this map works in conjunction with the other map that we've got in every tab, so it's good. Also have to be careful down here with this X camera, you don't hit onto here. I'll actually have one where I've cancelled stuff. If we go back to the pilot's view for a minute and find out where we are. You can see that was the bit around that side you saw, and we'll start crossing the channel. We should start getting London Tower soon, so, and then we're probably what, 20-30 minutes away from landing, not even that, so it's going to be quite a longish video, although it's a short flight. It's just basically looking at these clouds. They do look good, I like them. So anybody that's using standard XPlane, move over to the beta. This is far from bad. On TV today, look. So we've got people in here as well. Okay, resume manual navigation.
Navigation. Right at
203. I tend to use this map over tab a lot. Find out roughly where I am, and then you just use the map to figure out where you're heading. You can get your distances as well down here from distance relative to where you're going. Airport. I think because I've got it large, I can't really see much of the airports, to be honest. Like I said, I'm going to be flying in blind anyway, so that should be more of a challenge for me. Let's just clear that. Maybe once across the channel we'll get to see some of it different. Yeah, so as before we had just now got a lag in it. Sure where that's come from. We're going to now have to wait. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit now glitchy as we're heading into the UK.
Contact London Control 118.480. Right at 203.
I hope that catches up with myself.
London Stansted.
Ryanair 2003, radar contact. Ryanair 2003, descend and maintain flight level 110.
Descend and maintain flight level 110.
This easier.
Ryanair 2003.
So we get this down to 11,000. And that's the next one. Probably about 2,000 feet per second, per minute. Second. Well, we've got driving off a cliff, so now you can see that's dropping down. We've already got that on. What we can do, we can mention to the passengers.
Hello again from the flight deck. We are just commencing the altitude descent. Looks like we'll be landing ahead of schedule and the weather conditions are looking good at our destination. We'll be touching down in less than 30 minutes, so do make your way back to your seats. Thanks for choosing to fly with us today, and it's been a pleasure having you on board.
I'll just start reducing a bit of the speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched on the fasten seatbelt sign as we are now at descent. We would ask you to return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelts are securely fastened, your tray tables are in the upright and locked position, your armrests down and window blinds fully open. Any bags you may have removed during the flight must now be restowed for landing, ensuring the main emergency exits and cabin aisle are kept completely clear of all baggage for landing. There should be no further walking or standing in the cabin aisle, and we'll be with landing shortly. Thank you.
We're coming through those lovely fluffy clouds right now. This should be all autogen as well. I did all this. A good part of the UK is done, but this is got nice beaches in there. And yeah, we'll get used to that. This is just a little bit better than what the laminar throw in there, so I'm quite pleased with it in that sense. It takes a while to put in the autogen. All depends on your internet connection, really. And I'm actually looking into the internet side of things at the moment, just trying to find a decent provider. Just doing the clouds for a minute. So we are in contact now with these three. Seeing the ILS is coming up. We'll just cancel that out for now. Frozen again. It might actually crash this time again. So, oh no, she's back. Okay. Sometimes it will crash doing that. Yeah, we've got a lot of freezing going on. So I've got to figure this bit out now to suss out why the freezing's happening. You see it just froze out as I moved there. So bring our speed down a little bit more. Heading set properly. Make sure everything's okay. Of course, a little bit more again. zooming out a bit more. We're not far off of our area now, so just get that. Gives me anything.
Ryanair 2003, turn heading
1,000 to go.
0.
Turn left at 310. Right at 2003.
No, I don't think it is giving me anything. Which is unusual. Yeah. This is going to be an interesting landing. I reckon the next, I always tend to guess. I'm guessing it's going to say about 7,000. What we are going to do.
Ryanair 2003, descend and maintain flight level 070.
Descend and maintain flight level 070.
I'll be dropping it down.
Ryanair 2003, turn right heading 340. Vectors for the visual, runway 22, descend and maintain. London Heathrow,
Okay, 5,000.
QNH1013.
Turn right at 340. Vectors for visual runway 22. Descend and maintain 5,000. London Heathrow QNH 1013. Right at 2003.
Right, 340. And then dropping down. Going to also knock off a bit more speed. Go down to 260. We're heading for runway 22. EGCR. I think it's giving us much. EGSW.
Ryanair 2003, descend and maintain. London Heathrow QNH1013.
Descend and maintain 5,000. London Heathrow QNH 1013. Right at 2003.
Yeah, so you can see this is all nice and different. It's just a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to take it right down to 220. No, we're not. So we'll take it down to 220. Every time I go to do this, something happens. So we'll get that sorted out.
Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to serve. We have approximately 20 minutes to arrive at the captain has now switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. Would you please return to your seats and make sure all your personal belongings are safely put away in the overhead locker or underneath the seats in front of you. Please ensure your seat level is now fastened, your table is folded away, your seat back is upright with the armrest
Flaps out to 5.
If you are seated in an emergency exit row, all items must be placed in the overhead locker and the floor area around your seat must be completely clear for landing. This would include any shoes, blankets, pillows or magazines. All electronic devices must be switched off at this time, and if you are using headsets, please remove them now. Once again, may we remind you that mobile phones must remain switched off until the aircraft has arrived at the terminal building and the fasten seatbelt sign is switched off. Finally, please take a moment to remind yourself of your nearest exit.
It was at some speed brake as well, just to bring it down a little bit quicker. Now start to descend us a bit quicker as well. a bit more sting out of it.
Thousand to go.
Looks like it's clear.
2,500.
Speed change, down to 180 millimeter.
Right there, 20, 0, free, turn right, heading 040.
Turn right at 040. Right at 2003.
It's 2,500, what I tend to do. Set that down to 1,000. Speed right off at this stage. So I'm going to do that 160 knots. I'm getting those on early so I don't forget. Flying obviously in our pattern. Look out the sides, have a look out there again. Oh, not too bad. We're getting close now. You can see the clouds have thickened up nicely now. 15 miles. 22, so now 10, 15. Yeah, no optional on ILS. Landing. I'm roughly about right with my stuff. It was a little bit early with these lights, but hey ho.
Mayfair 2003,
Turn left at 250. Rhino 2003.
The airport's over here. Awesome. We're going to have one more turn in, and then I'm guessing he's going to ask us to put the field inside.
Mayfair 2003, report the field inside.
Turn left at 230. Report field site. Rhino 2003.
Mayfair 2003, descend and maintain 1,000.
Descend and maintain 1000. Rhino 2003.
So we're going to port the field
Rhino
inside.
2003. Field in sight.
Mayfair 2003, clear visual approach. Runway 22. Contact London standstill. 123 decimal 80.
Clear visual approach. Runway 22. Contact London standstill.
Totally about right.
123 decimal 805. Rhino 2003.
Swing around, we just froze there. Something we want to say a little bit. Come on, so we're going to land in a minute. We're going to come off of I don't know what went on there. I lost myself a bit there. Certainly wasn't me. Come on, check in with them. Because we're way too high.
Runway 22.
Ryanair 2003, clear to land.
We've gained in height rather than
Wind
lose.
and variable.
I'll do it on there, it's quicker. God knows what's going on.
1,000. Think
Yeah,
rate. Pull up.
I know.
Think rate. Think rate.
Freezing ain't helping. I'm way off.
500.
Runway 22. Rhino 2003.
Ryanair 2003,
400.
runway 22, wind and variable.
Runway 22. Rhino 2003.
300.
This is not the best landing.
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
200.
sort of saving it.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Left. Right at 2003.
Well, what the hell? Yeah, some quirkies going on with this tonight, I have to say.
Thank you for flying Ryanair. Last year, over 90% of our flights
Where
arrived
did he
on
come
time.
from?
We hope you enjoyed yours, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Ryanair. No fares, made simple.
Trying to go through you, mate. You shouldn't be in there anyway. Quite the tidy recording wanted to do, but yeah. Like I say, it's only a beta version, so obviously things do go wrong. As you can see, it's just got a lot more cloudier, so it works quite well. Of course, you can always get rid of that now. There you got a clean. Right, knock that off a bit. We can start turning these bad boys off. Flaps to normal. Yeah. Brakes are off. And it's taken me a few times to do this recording. Every time I've tried to record this, something's gone on. Kids have turned up. Something's been delivered. I've just run out of time, or the game's crashed. So this is probably about my 5th attempt at this. So, barring the bugs, such as planes appearing in front of me from absolutely nowhere, to some pitching going on, sort of messed up the landing a bit. That's more down to the auto running out, so yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can smooth some things out. Plane's going the wrong way, is this one going to go? Still haven't worked that out yet, can't figure that one out as to what I can do to ensure they go the right way. I'm sure we're going to go through the next line here. Try to avoid him as much as we can. As per usual, there's always something sitting in the one that I want to go in. It's looking like it's going to be a stand stop as well, so we're going to need stairs. Now the plane should disappear. And then we can get back inside and then just basically do all the things we'd normally do. First things first, brake on first, and then you'd come out there, ground services, get ready for the passengers when they're going to leave. Get these set up. That wants to get properly. Okay, so everything there's set. Now we've got the ground power suit. We can put that on. Those two lights come on. And then we'll shut these bad boys off. And then we can close down the engines. Leave these two off. When these engines die down enough, we can then call for stairs, and it's just started raining. Timed that just perfectly. Now you can either do it this way, or I can use Sam, but I think we're going to do it this way. And then we can call in stairs. Start the icing's quite funny, that does actually work on you. I could try that, see what happens. Let's see if they're doing it. Oh yeah, there you go. Quite a new feature, a nifty feature. In the winter time you'd be getting standby, just done it for a bit of a laugh. The icing any time you want. So now we've got all that set, we can release the passengers in a sense.
Flies up the door, ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome.
And then you can obviously let your passengers go as well. And that's it, it's one successful flight, firing all the bugs. So, yeah. Flight complete. Pause that. Yeah, so that's XPlane12. With all the added bits for the 1.2, whatever it was. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I'm doing this new way of doing things, so just spicing it up a bit. Other than that, already I have nothing left more. So that was yeah, I'm gonna say XPlane12. It probably unless there's ever any more improvements, you probably won't see many more of these that I'll do, because they're long, and I'm sure most people probably don't even get to see all the way through. So until next week, Train Sim, wrong one, Train Sim 4 will be next week, and I'll be doing quite a few on those, so that'll keep me busy. So thank you for watching, and have a good evening, and see you again soon.